So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Here's Fields. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Again at 7 yards.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Now Fields. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
56, 56.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
They'll run this one right in Robinson. And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Robinson with another carry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
38-yard line.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
First down. Hey, 551. A gain of 9 yards. And the Falcons first down.
To throw is Fields. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther save.
Justin
Fields changing the play.
loss of a yard. It's second down.
After the sack on first down, Fields. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Look at the big fella go. And finally marked down at the 23. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
56.
Now Allen. That's out wide here for Robinson. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 3. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. And it's going to be taken in by Downs. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, I expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. A final shot before half for Allen. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack and to stop him short of the first. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards records the pickup, first down.
That's good.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Allen. Tries the left side and finds Olave. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
A gain of a yard.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Now 2nd and 9. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey, motion.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. 1-yard gains are trending. The same result on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the 3rd quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now Fields going to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
Now we give Irving running right. They juked him. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Bucky Irving, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the 3rd quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Falcons 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. A short one here caught by McBride. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along?
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
319! What's up?
Here's Allen to throw it. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
That's complete to McBride. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
1st and 10.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. From midfield, here's Allen. That's complete. Lambert Smith. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's
another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter. Picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Allen. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Allen. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Allen now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 3rd touchdown of the game,